happening? So today I want to talk about investment properties in Los Cabos. So first off, why would you want to listen to me about investment properties? Well, a big difference between me and a lot of other people in Los Cabos is that I actually am putting my money where my mouth is, and we have an LLC, an SRL set up in Mexico as a holding company for rental properties. And we have a few rental properties. We choose to rent these out long term. Most people that come to Cabo that want to buy an investment property like to use the short-term rental route because they want to be able to use the property themselves. Regardless, this video is going to be dedicated to investment properties in Baja California Sur, Los Cabos, Todos Santos, La Paz. And really, I'm going to tell you why I believe that rental properties and investment properties are getting larger here. The first reason is look at the alternative. You know, you go to the United States right now and you have just this absolutely crazy market where people are paying $100,000 over asking price in cash, and these properties are closing within a week. Now, is that market starting to cool off a little bit? I think so, but I think it's because a lot of people are realizing that these are getting very expensive, these markets. A lot of that has to do with financing. There's a ton of issues on that. However, I'm getting a lot of people right now that are looking not just for a place to live, but really a way to diversify their money. And right now they're looking at the market in the United States, you know, California, getting a lot of people from Colorado reaching out, the Northwest, Seattle. A lot of these people are reaching out and saying, hey, it does not make sense for us to invest or buy rental properties in these markets because they're so expensive, which really defeats the purpose of having a rental property, right? An investment property. It's to diversify. The great thing about Los Cabos is that your rental income will be in the US dollar, as well as you're going to buy and sell in the dollar too. Now, I will say this, generally I'm going to keep my market to $150,000 and up, really $200,000 and up. So anything below that, I don't really believe I could help you. You know, you'd have to have boots on the ground. You'd have to be here to see those particular properties if you're looking less, because yes, there are. It's not for everyone, no. You know, another thing I want to talk about is I recently, on my podcast, interviewed Alex Coper, who is the president and CEO of Global Mortgage. They have relaxed their lending standards because it used to be you had to live in your property here in Mexico if you're getting a loan from them for at least 1 day out of the year. They have taken that off because they've seen an increase in people buying second homes, vacation homes as an investment, right? And I would say most of these people are going to go the short-term rental route. Now, which route should you go? I will say most people go the short-term rental route because they want to use the property. If you are going to go the short-term rental route, right now what I'm telling people is that to be conservative, I always underwrite conservative, I would say that you should be renting your property on Airbnb around 18 or 19 days per month. Now, I know recently a lot of people have been doing remote work where they might be, you know, coming down here for a month and they're staying in the same unit for a month, and that's great. But for reasons of being conservative, I would say always plan on your property renting out for 18 or 19 days a month when you're doing your Airbnb calculations. One recently, we underwrote it at 125. I really think this property Airbnb on average would be 140 a night. And really this would probably be closer to an 8-9% return. I will say this too, a lot of people, I've reached out to somebody who had a property advertised as a 15% return, and I reached out to this particular agent knowing that there was no way in hell that this property would cash flow like that. And I said, can you please, you know, explain to me your numbers on how you came up to that 15% return, you know, without appreciation. I don't factor in appreciation. Crickets. and then sure enough, they're still posting these properties that don't make sense. I will give you realistic numbers on investment properties, and how do I know that? Is because we're doing this with our own money. So another reason why short-term rentals are such a good idea is because Cabo has the most expensive hotel room in all of Mexico. Just over $300 a night is the average daily rate, the ADR in Los Cabos. And you're seeing a lot of these short-term rentals, like maybe a 3-bedroom that's renting out at $225 a night, maybe $240 a night as a 3-bedroom. And because they're staying below that competitive price that the hotels have, right? And once again, when you get in the hotels, you start paying a little bit more than advertised. They're designed to keep you in there, eat there, and things like that. And Cabo is actually a really great area to go out and explore. So I encourage you to use the Airbnb route as well. One reason why we like the long-term rental route is because so many people go the short-term rental route. And I found this out when me and Elisa first started dating, who's now my wife. They were renting a house. It was her and 2 other roommates, and the owner let them know that they were coming back and they had a 3-month notice. And Elisa started kind of, getting uncomfortable, and I was like, what's going on here? And she said, well, you have to realize there's not many long-term rental options that I would be comfortable staying in. I said, hold on, back in the States, it's, I could see 7-8 properties in a day, and probably find at least 3 or 4 of those that I would be comfortable living in. And I said, this is really getting onto something, so we rent out all of our properties long-term basis. We like that too, because you tend to eliminate the party vibe, and I know you can, to a certain extent, vet those people out on Airbnb or VRBO, but you're gonna have a more serious client renting out when you do the long-term rental route. And like I said, most people are going short-term, so there's a really nice niche for that long-term rental market. So with that being said, if you are interested in diversifying into real estate, and you're looking around the United States, you're looking around Canada, and guess what? It's expensive, and you're looking to invest in paradise like Los Cabos, reach out to me. I can send you some properties, I can send you some numbers, and we can start a conversation from there. And just know that the numbers I give you will always be conservative, and we're doing this with our own money, so we know what we're talking about, and I would love to help you. So if you are looking at diversifying outside of the United States into investment properties in Los Cabos, reach out to me. I can send you listings, and I hope you guys have a good one. If you have any other questions, comments, please drop it into the comment section and let me know. The more feedback you guys give me, the more I can provide content that will provide value to you. With that being said, you guys have a good one. You know where to find me. Until next time, hasta luego, amigos.